Welcome, SABC News' economics editor, Tsepo Mongwai, who is with us here to give us his analysis.
He looks like he hasn't been worked enough, this guy.
He looks like he's having a really good time.
He looks fresh.
He looks very fresh.
He looks fresh. Let's make him work.
So tell us, what are your key takeaways from this declaration? Is it all good news? Is it all sort of backslapping and fist bumping, or is it all about implementation and how that's going to play out?
I think there are a few issues. There was a talk of the legacy issues that we need to leave behind as the G20 is leaving the continent. And I think there are, serious issues in terms of what will be the legacy issue. But if you look at the expert panel, the Africa expert panel, it actually addresses the issue of what could be some of the legacy issues of this G20. We know that the current framework in terms of debt restructuring has got serious fatal flaws. What we call the common framework for debt treatment, it takes long.
Yes.
Before the country can get out of the debt default. And it's frustrating because it's got multi-stakeholders. And of course, China at the moment China is blamed for dragging this process at the moment. But then the expert panel came up with what we call a debt refinancing initiative in that report. So they're saying that that needs to be something that we look at, where we've got a kind of a fund that can help the countries to refinance some of the debt that the continent is currently facing. Because the current framework, it takes very long.
Yeah. And we have examples on the African continent, don't we? Countries like Zambia, for example, and the navigation of that common framework and how long it has taken.
Absolutely. So it takes a very long time to do that. But of course, the intention is good. Remember, the common framework replaced the DSSI, which was a temporary measure because of COVID, because the idea was that countries are not able to service their debt because of COVID.
Debt service suspension initiative.
That's right. So they were not able to pay their debt because of that. And then they brought in, but it was temporary, so there was a need for something more permanent. But if you look at it, we've got about 74 countries that actually are crying for help. They need some intervention in terms of how they're going to service their debt. It's going to be a big challenge, but I think there is a common understanding. And number two is, so Africa must define its relationship with the world. A lot has changed in the past 20 years, not just for the African continent, but the world. What are the key economic drivers of the economy? That has changed. Some of the textbook theories are out of the window because they are no longer applicable as we talk. So seeing this level of synergy among African leaders to say, let's define our relationship with the rest of the world. Of course, Africa is not fully united, but there are some good initiatives within the African Union that kind of bring in the middle ground among the African leaders to be more united in order to define their future. You talk of trade, for example, we still have some serious gaps in terms of unity. The Africa Continental Free Trade cannot gain traction because there is still that silo mentality within the African continent that is holding us back.
All right, Sharon, you good?
Well, on that note, with music playing in the background, you can hear the crowd starting to eat behind us. It's lunchtime here in Johannesburg. Tsepo Mongwai, thank you very much as economics editor at SABC.
I have to check with you whether you're good. Are you sure?
I believe I'm ready to have lunch.
All right.
Tsepo, good to see you. Thanks for coming.
It's always a pleasure, guys.
There's a lot to unpack, and I'm sure
we didn't have enough time.
We need more time, guys.
Yeah. And that's because the next team is on standby, and I see the two ladies, they're getting ready, Bongiwe Zwane and Unati Patyasha, standing by to take you through the next few hours. That's our lot for today.
And it's been an absolute pleasure being with you here on
troublesome,
SABC News. We look forward to the President's closing remarks. Troublesome is my middle name. Thank you for confirming.
Very troublesome.
Only facts here at SABC News.
You're getting Americanized.
Even the fly is coming for you.
I'm worried about you. You're becoming Americanized.
Come worry about me off air.
When last did you have a shamrock pie.
I thought you were going to ask me when last I had a shower this morning.
That'll do it. Stay with us, ABC News. More for our coverage from the G20 Leaders Summit.
SABC, host broadcaster of the G20 South Africa 2025.